Hi everyone. So now, continuing from the previous discussion, we have found a way to read the APIs and switch between the data. But we have an issue. What the issue? Issue was in the header, and header was the common. So header was, I guess, it was name, and then it was height, weight, and then actions. But as you know, these are things which need to be dynamically because post could have different number of headers or different number of uh, what should I say, parameters to be passed on, and user have different number of and different parameters to be passed on. Just like in a user there should be email present, but that is practically may be possible in post but may not be. And similarly there should be post id and user id. So these are two different things, so that need to be present there. And to continue with that discussion, uh, we have some code and we have to start the server first. Let me restart the server. Npm runs dev to run back frontend and Python app.py to run frontend. So both are in the process of going to get started. By the time, let me show you something which I changed. Now instead of that header, what I did, I made a dynamic changes. Whenever that is called, what it uses, it uses props.item.length, which returns empty if there is nothing, or is there, let's suppose item is length is 0, so there is no item exist. Then I found the keys of that item, and then what do I do? Based on that key, I replace the underscore, let's say post underscore id. I will replace that post id, and then what I did uppercase on the first letter, and then sorted at based on that. And then I also added the action button in which I have added those things and changed nothing much more. So let me go to the part where I restart this here. So by the time it starts, I have to find a way to show the dynamic header first. And then there are a few more tasks, we will look into it. So there could be some complex problem which will which we will look into it in the later stage. But I have some idea to display you. So to let you know, or to brainstorm something, think in this way. We have designed something like this, and we have to show images in the table itself with the density. Right? So that was a complex problem we can look into. So if that there is some such problem exists, the first problem which we can see is that let's say image data will be shown. That will be format of string instead of image itself. So we have to create that, and then some possibility that we have to check which are the values need to be shown. So there could be some complexity of data that must not be shown to everyone. So let's say right now I'm the admin, so I know. Let's say I have a big team or a company itself. So I customer don't want to show their data. So to maintain that privacy, I have a group of people who are going to see that page. So I cannot allow everyone to see everyone's data. So in that case, that restriction should be there. So this is another challenge. So we will talk about those challenges and try to resolve one of those first. And let's say I have to show this data. So now you can see we have to see the phone number, but that must not be displayed anyhow. It's like this is good, right? We can show the images as well. So those are things. Now we have added that, and we can use this. So like that, we cannot see any of the just hit at this action button because you can see it is doing nothing. Just it alerting. So we have to add those things here as well to these things. You see this? You see, it says that there's nothing called name, right? Because there's nothing called name. It says robot name, but there's no name. So when I go to user view, there is name, no name. So it can show something, right? So we will look into these problems and try to solve this first. And first, let me remove the number when we see. So that will be the new API. So let's go to applications, APIs, and then user API. Phone number. We should not send the phone number. user review. So I have saved this and will now restart it. So now you can see it's not loading because it's taking time. Very good. We have to also add these things here. So we have to do this here for the roll number. So let's say what we will do, row.id. So let's say we say that id equals to row.post id, or instead of that I can see row of user id, and let me print that itself, right? And the block. So let me go to user. Now let's say there is no number. So if I click block, so it says cannot read property post id. Or let me print something. Console.log row. What does so? With a tagline. Let's suppose I can clear this, and now I will click this. Row is undefined. So in undefined there will be nothing. Right? Now what should be this? The template adapt this. So that's the thing we need to find out. We have shown the icon, and now based on the click, what it does show. Dot object. Suppose this block, because again it's an item value. Row is undefined. So we have to make this code. In this code where we have to set the block and delete function. So currently you can see the row is undefined. Why? Because in the table we are not able to find this. Now this id equals to dot item dot username. Let's say, and now we can, let's say we are using id. Say it is saying that it is undefined. So this is one of the problems we have to face. Now about the label, let me check what I can see. So see, item is still undefined. So we cannot do anything. It means this is waste. So let me try something. That takes props dot items dot username. And let's see what console shows me. Still row is undefined. Because undefined cannot have this. So it is not taking any of those things. Item actions row. So let me see. The data flex action button role focus blue box. So this is not working. Now let me see hashtag item flash actions is equals to row view 3 not working. So let me try this. Item. Now I can see these things actions. Now it's not doing data inside it. Read this. Instead of item should be, let's say, row left item. Place with row. Still not visible. That is easily detectable. Just checking that slot item to see slot is filling there. That is not active. I can see if I click lock, it shows undefined. Still it is showing. So I have to read more about it. That I will read for sure. And tomorrow I will come back with a solution of this problem. Why it is not showing. I will read about it for sure. I will read about it. Let me mark that page itself. Easy data table.